Boom! Back for part two. I'm sorry, my faithfuls. All right. The page got all messed up due to some bad connection and things like that. Hopefully this one is working better for you guys. What's going on, faithful? This is your boy Mike from the Nothing But Niners crew here again to try to bring you guys some breaking news. For the second time, I want to try to bring this to you. So again, I apologize about the first one. I'm going to check this one out, make sure it's not choppy. All right. The 49ers have traded their 7th round 2019 pick for a former 3rd round pick from the Cleveland Browns. Offensive lineman Shon Coleman was traded for today by the San Francisco 49ers. Shon Coleman was an Auburn lineman. He couldn't play his first 2 seasons there at Auburn because he was going through leukemia treatments. All right. And after he was done and he healed and he kicked cancer's ass, he came back with a vengeance, man. The young man earned his start. He never looked back after that. All right. He played right tackle last year for the freaking Cleveland Cavaliers. What is wrong with me, guys? Oh, I'm so annoyed trying to make sure that this is working. I'm sorry. But he played right guard last year, all 16 games for the Cleveland Browns. Now, he didn't have good numbers, but I'm going to break down all of that in just 1 second. I want to make sure that the chat is going, pulling that up here so I can see. Let me know if you guys can hear me clearly or if it's still blotchy. All right. So we want to make sure we're bringing you guys something good here. All right. I'm looking in the chat right now. I'm not seeing anything. Are we good? Getting any freezing? Much better. All right. That's what I want to see. Okay, let me start this all over again. What's going on, faithful? It's your boy Mike from the Nothing But Niners crew here to bring you guys some breaking news. The San Francisco 49ers are on the run. We're making moves, man. They're cutting down players and they're adding players, all right? So let's get to the addition. That's what this breaking news is about. The 49ers traded their 2019 7th round pick for an offensive lineman from the Cleveland Browns. His name, Shon Coleman. Shon Coleman played 16 games last year as the right guard for the Cleveland Browns. All right. Now, his numbers weren't all that, but they weren't anything that we haven't seen before. We've seen some pretty bad numbers here. So let me break that down for you guys right now. Okay. According to Pro Football Focus, last year he had a pass blocking grade that was a little bit better or a little bit worse than his run blocking grade. Okay. So he had a 57.7 run blocking grade, and he had a flat even 64 grade as a pass blocker. All right. So it makes me wonder what's going on, why the 49ers getting this guy. Well, throughout 4 preseason games this year, he had an 81.5 run blocking grade. That's pretty damn good. Okay. So if he can maintain that throughout the preseason, let's see what he can do later on. The 49ers gave up something for this guy, so he's not going anywhere anytime soon. The 49ers recently made some other acquisitions. You look at Chris Jones, the defensive lineman who was here previously. They signed him. He came in here for preseason. He's already been cut. We also signed Jaquan Gardner. He didn't even get a single snap. He's gone also. That was our last breaking news video. So I want to let you guys know that this is going to be a little bit different. We actually gave up something to get Shon Coleman here. Okay, so I think the Niners are going to actually keep this guy around. They're going to try to groom him, make him into what and who they want him to be. And perhaps one day he can come in there and step in when it's time for Joe Staley to retire, Mike McGlinchey to move over to Staley's spot, and then boom, we insert Coleman right there. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen. If I were them, I would still be drafting somebody else. But what does this mean for the rest of the team? Well, you have guys like Lauderdale who are playing tackle. We have guys like Daryl Williams Jr., He's already been released. He's not going to make it for the 53-man roster. These guys are now officially put on notice. But there's another name that's even more interesting and more intriguing, and that name is Gary Gilliam. What does this mean for Gary Gilliam? All right. We're going to have to take some time and see, because I'm not quite sure. All right. And another thing that happens with this guy is that he can also play guard. He's not just a tackle. He can also play guard. So we have some guys who are in trouble, man. Cooper might not be making this team. Jonathan Cooper might be in trouble now. Gary Gilliam might be in trouble. Lauderdale might be in trouble. It's going to be very, very interesting. All right. I'm not going to pump him up too much, but like I said, guys, remember this. If there's one thing you take away from this video, all right, I want you to know that he kicked cancer's ass and he got an 81.5 run blocking grade so far through the 4 games in preseason. All right. That's very, very valuable, especially because the 49ers, the run game didn't look too good until we went up against the weak offensive line of the Colts. Okay. Now, I do have some other negative news that I want to share with you guys from his last year snaps. Okay. These are all the negative snaps that he had last year, according to Football Outsiders Almanac. Okay, so he had 14 snaps that led to penalties. Those include the ones that they were declined. All right, so there were 14 negative snaps. They were penalties. All right, he had 6.5 snaps that led to sacks. He had 26 blown pass protection snaps. Okay, so 26 times out of an entire season. That's not too bad. Wait till I tell you how many snaps that is. Okay, and then he had 10 blown run blocking snaps. Now, the Browns were a heavy run passing team last year. He had a total amount of snaps, 708 pass blocking snaps last year, and only 335. This is your starter. This guy was in there. The Browns were passing the ball twice as much as they were running. So it wasn't close to a 50-50 ratio. These guys were out there getting after it in the air. So he's not as good of a pass protector, but we'll see how it shapes out. Okay, we'll see how it shapes out. Some other moves have been made so far. I know that this is not the video for it. I want to let you guys know about that signing or the trade that we did. Only giving up a 2019 7th-round pick. And by the way, I'm saying only. The Niners have been knocking it out the park in the 7th round. So this might be something that we come to regret later on. Most teams don't usually fret about giving up 7th-round picks, but it seems to be the Niners' bread and butter, man. We're finding some jewels out there. Look at guys like Julian Taylor. You know what I mean? Like, Taylor's out here. He's doing his damn thing. Adrian Colbert's a starter. The Niners have been – they've been mining the gold over there in the 7th round. So we'll see if we can keep up the trend. Maybe perhaps we've done it again with Shon Coleman here, okay? I do want to let you guys know about a couple of people who have already been cut from the team. They're not going to make the 53-man roster, so you guys bear with me while I get to that, okay? I can tell you guys right now, the 49ers have given up on their first official draft pick of this new regime, okay? So far, up until today, every single draft pick managed to stick on this roster, every single one. Well, today we had our first casualty. Joe Williams, the 3rd-round pick from last season, it was officially gone. Joe Williams was let go of today. He is not going to make the roster, guys. He's already been cut. So with Joe Williams being out, what will that open the door for? Shanahan has to admit now, hey, I messed it up. This guy didn't have it. John Lynch said, I didn't think he had the heart. He quit on his team. He went home and decided not to play. They had to beg him to come back. We're not going to cater to him here in the NFL. Shanahan said, I see something in the kid. It doesn't mean the kid doesn't have potential. Doesn't mean the kid doesn't have talent. But maybe he's just not ready for the NFL right now. Maybe he doesn't have the heart or the drive or whatever it is to motivate him to play in the NFL. Whatever it is, it's not there. Okay, so let's talk about some other interesting cuts. Another one is tight end Wes Saxton. Okay, now about 2 weeks ago, we saw Cole Hikatini step up in place of George Kittle, and he dropped a touchdown pass. He did it again last week also. So yesterday, he did it again yesterday. That's 2 touchdown passes that he dropped, and a lot of people were beating that drum. They were saying that Wes Saxton might be one of the guys to take Cole Hikatini's spot. Well, maybe it's going to be Dwelly now. Maybe it's going to be Dwelly. We don't know. But Cole Hikatini is still on the team. Tight end Wes Saxton has been cut instead. Again, running back that we just signed, our last breaking news video, Jaquan Gardner, he's already gone. There were a lot of people saying, oh, he's going to be here. I see a lot of Darren Sproles in him and things like that. I didn't see anything of him. Nothing at all. He didn't take a single snap in the preseason. He's already out of here. All right. A couple of other names that you guys might know. The defensive lineman that we signed just a day or two ago, Chris Jones. Chris Jones has already been released. Seems like the 49ers brought him in just to make sure we can get through that game fine on the defensive line, okay? So he was only brought in to come in case we needed someone to play and line up against the Los Angeles Chargers, but we didn't need him, so he's gone. Here's a big shocker here. Wide receiver Aldrick Robinson. A lot of people were saying that a lot of people think there's only going to be 6 wide receivers that are kept. I think there's going to be 7. But they felt like the last guy, the battle was coming down between guys like Kendrick Bourne, Aldrick Robinson, and even Richie James. Well, we have our first casualty there. Aldrick Robinson, the guy very familiar with Shanahan's offense, a guy who played here last year, is gone. He's not coming back, guys. So Aldrick Robinson is gone. Thank you for your contributions to the 49ers, but good luck in the future, man. Some other guys that you guys might know of. Tackle Pace Murphy, gone. Offensive lineman Darrell Williams Jr. He did not look good in preseason. He's out of here. Defensive lineman Will Sutton. Offensive lineman J.P. Flynn, gone. What was he doing? Guard Chris Gonzalez. Who? Gone. All right. The punter that was brought in to battle with Pinion. My man Bradley Pinion was sweating it a little bit, but guess what? Jeff Locke, boom, get him out of here. Quarterback Jack Hennigan is out of here, and I believe that is everybody. Defensive lineman Will Sutton. All right, so the 12 players, again, we have J.P. Flynn, Joe Williams, Jaquan Gardner, Darrell Williams Jr., Chris Gonzalez, Will Sutton, Jack Hennigan, Wes Saxton, Chris Jones, Aldrick Robinson, Jeff Locke, and Pace Murphy. Those guys have all been cut. There will be more to come, and we will follow up with this story later on this weekend. So you guys make sure you hit that subscribe button, okay? And for those of you who don't know where to find us, again, my name is Mike with Nothing But Niners. My Twitter handle is 49ersMike_NF. NF as in Niners fan. All right, so you guys make sure you hit me up there. Love interacting with everybody. You guys check out the whole team, man. Check out the website, www.nothingbutniners.com. You're going to see who the whole team is. We have the bio page up there and running with everyone's personal information. Give us all follows if you want to, all right? We got a slew of writers over there. Those guys are pumping out some good news. You will see the breaking news article that came out by Zach. That came out over an hour ago, all right? So that's been there on the page. You guys are going to see all of our social medias. We have Snapchat and Twitter. Both of those handles are Nothing But 9ERS. We have Instagram and Facebook. Both of those are Nothing But Niners, spelled all the way out. No interruptions, no problems there. No numbers, okay? Check us out there, guys. Hit that subscribe button. If you're in the podcast, check us out on iTunes as well, okay? We love bringing you guys content there as well. We have a very, very good podcast coming up very soon. All right, so you guys are going to want to make sure you check that out. We're going to try to finish up this 53-man roster and get into what's really important. Week 1 against Minnesota. What are the 49ers odds? How y'all feeling out there? We've seen the preseason. Y'all feeling good? Y'all still feeling like, 10 wins? Y'all still calling playoff for the 49ers? I don't know, guys. I don't know. But I'm out of here. You guys be safe. Above all else, stay faithful. Peace.